Hello everybody, I am Frank, product manager at Summer, and in this video we're gonna talk all about AAVE and what you can do on the AAVE protocol through Summer and why you should use AAVE on Summer. If you're not familiar with AAVE, let me introduce AAVE in about 60 seconds. AAVE is one of the original lending markets on Ethereum. Its total value locked has grown tremendously and is continuing to be a steady beast. If you're not familiar with AAVE yet, here are 3 things you should know about this lending market. First of all, your collateral in AAVE can be used by others that are borrowing, giving you a percentage return on your collateral as well. Therefore, AAVE has often good net rates. Second, AAVE is governed by the AAVE DAO. New token listings, the variable interest rate function, and pausing and freezing of assets is decided by the AAVE community and its token holders. And third, AAVE v3 is on multiple networks, with billions available to be borrowed on L2s like Arbitrum, Optimism, and Base. Therefore, they really make DeFi accessible for anyone, and by keeping the transaction costs low on these L2s. So there should be a pair available for you. So what can you do with AAVE? Well, we have a beautiful website created for it, Summer.fi/betteronsummer/AAVE, where you can understand more about AAVE and what you can do on AAVE on Summer. So we basically have 3 main use cases. So you first have to select between these 3. We call them multiply, borrow, and earn. Borrow is the most vanilla experience, where you put up collateral and you can borrow against it. This is the same functionality that you can use on the AAVE frontend directly. With multiply, this is really like a Summer.fi exclusive feature, where instead of withdrawing the borrowed funds, the borrowed funds immediately get sold for more collateral and put into your position, thereby creating a multiple on your initial collateral. So for example, with multiply, you can go long ETH on ETH USDC, up to 5.7, currently 26.8 million in liquidity of USDC for you available on this specific market. As AAVE is available on multiple networks, you're also able to choose the network that has the liquidity that you need. Lastly, earn. For earn, this is where you can find the strategies where you can go long on the staking yield. So for example, for the rep staked ETH yield loop, the current 7-day net APY is about 13.08%, which you can get into by opening this position. So that's high level about like the features that you can use, but why should you use Summer to access AAVE? We've also tried to explain that on this site. So comparing us to the front end to use AAVE on, well, if you're using AAVE through Summer, the funds are still secured by the AAVE protocol. There are no additional fees for borrowing. There are L2s available on both. There are many pairs and you can earn on your supplied assets. But what are the unique selling points of Summer? It's that you can close your position in one transaction without having collateral in your wallet to pay back from. So you can just immediately close it if you're in a rush. We do this by selling part of your collateral for. You can also increase or decrease your collateral exposure up to 10x in one transaction. And this 10x is obviously dependent on the liquidation and max loan to value metrics that are determined by the AAVE governance. But for example, the rep staked ETH strategy that I just showed, that allows you to go up to 10x. And if you were to use the Aave frontend directly, you would have to recursively do transactions where you would borrow, swap for more collateral, borrow more, swap for more collateral. And here on Summer, you just drag a slider up to the multiple that you desire, and all the hard work is done for you. It's still fully non-custodial, but we'll get to that in a second. I already explained that you can enhance your staking yield with what we call yield loops. Then we also have automation features where we have automated buys and sells. So you can sign up, like these are completely opt-in, but you can set up triggers that will sell or buy additional collateral based on a trigger LTV. Also, you can analyze trends in your position with comprehensive history and also profit and loss, P&L. Then an additional feature that we've built is allowing you to have multiple isolated positions on the same network. So on the Aave frontend, you can only have one position, but in Summer, you can have multiple isolated positions on the same network. And of course, as Summer is not just the frontend for Aave, you can also use more protocols in the same app. So if you want to use Maker, Spark, Morpho or the new Ashna, you can do so all in the same beautiful UX. Now, you might be interested, okay, I want to show a position. So here, this is a position. You can see it's on Aave. You can see it's an ETH DAI position, meaning that its collateral is ETH and the depth is DAI. And it's on AAVE v3, and this little logo is the Arbitrum logo. So it's on the Arbitrum network and using AAVE v3 there. This position's current net value is 1.7 ETH. But you can see that the total ETH exposure is actually 3.82 ETH. And because they have about 5.6 thousand DAI depth, their current net value is shown as 1.7. They are a little bit up in profit, so they're currently at 13.35% in profit. Their multiple is 2.25, and this means that if the price rises by 10%, this position will grow by 22.5%. They also have an auto sell on, and this auto sell is set to trigger at an LTV of 56.8, and they will then sell their ETH. So at the next sell price, which is here set to 2,599.95 ETH per DAI, and you can see the current price in the top right. At that price, they like the Summer.fi automation will trigger, and it what it will do is it will sell part of the collateral for depth to get the LTV to 1%, so almost closing entirely. This is a recurring sell order with no minimum, but like that's not important for now. Additionally, let me move myself a little bit, but they can also turn on some automated buy orders where at a certain trigger LTV it moves to a target LTV, but this position doesn't have that set up. And you can see that they opened their position, and you can see a lot of information about it. And they moved their auto sell multiple times. That's what you can see here. And of course, you can deep dive into the transactions as well by going to RBScan. So that was a position. Now you might want to know, are there any additional risks of using Aave on Summer? Well, as I said before, your funds are still secured within the Aave protocol. And even though like you're touching additional contracts, all those contracts from Summer.fi are stateless, which means that they do not control your funds. But then you might say, hey, but you just told me about automation. Well, this is one of the unique selling points of the automation from Summer, where it's fully non-custodial. And it's also non-upgradable, so it's immutable automation. And we do that because Summer cares about DeFi. We really want DeFi to be decentralized, so we don't want to have any control over your position. We want you to be in control of your position. And in order to make sure that that really is the case, obviously we have a team with many years of DeFi experience, and also we perform regular smart contract security audits, and we have bug bounties as well set up with Immunify to make sure that there's no issue at all. If you want to learn more, you can come to our Discord, you can leave a comment under this video, and also like and subscribe to get more awesome content like this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.